This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Play fake. Here's Love. Going up top for Miller. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Play action this time with Love. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Good.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Firing quickly out wide is Love. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
On second down, it's Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Love from the gun. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Flush to his right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, but now it's third and goal.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know, he hated taking the loss there on third down. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal, because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
Different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Bears.
They'll run on first down. Parnell. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach telling us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
At the 16-yard line.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. $17-0 our score after one.
The score, Packers 17. Bears nothing.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The inside handoff. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
Love, they go play action now. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Working out of the gun. Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. So on 4th down, and it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. On play action. Love to throw. That's caught by Howard. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Touchdown. O.J. Howard, 29 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Packers 24. Bears nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11.
At the 14-yard line.
And for the third time here, the ball comes out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. O.J. Howard, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Packers 31. Bears nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. On first down, Darnell. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Greer. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
A loss of a yard.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And now now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Off the play fake, Love. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Touchdown, Packers!
That story that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll run on first down. Parnell. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Taken down.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Brings up second.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now this throw caught left side. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Running back.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll keep it on the ground. Parnell, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
1st and goal.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Check, lucky.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears are in for 6. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I liked a little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
At the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
57, Mike 57. Cut. 57. Mike, 57. Hey, let's get that ball, D.
To the air again. Love. Gets this.